I didn't want to make this video. I hope that this occurrence wouldn't happen, but it's likely. I thought that the forecast was just overestimating it. Damn it, we could have our first September heat wave in the city since 2015. And in the suburbs, I don't even know how long it's been. 2022 was a year that had a lot of heat waves. 2023 so far in New York City has had none. August didn't hit 90 degrees at all, so that's out. Neither did May. April did have 2 consecutive 90-degree days. In order to have a heat wave, you need 3. And while the 13th was 90 and the 14th was 91, the 15th fell down to a high of only 75 degrees. Meanwhile, the high on the 12th was 84, so closer, but not there. Suburbia didn't hit, 90 at all. I mean, Islip only hit 90 once at all this year. Once. My suburb 4 times. New York City 8. But June 2nd and July 12th, it didn't connect to anything. July 5th and 6th was a heat wave with the strong potential to have was 2 days, 93 and 90. There's a strong potential to get a heat wave on the 7th, but the high could only max out at 87. No heat wave. 28th and 27th and 29th are the most widely anticipated heat wave, but after the 27th and 28th saw highs of only 92 in the city, with 88 and 90 in my suburb. Once it only hit 88 in the suburb on the 27th, despite the disgusting humidity, I knew we wouldn't get a heat wave. But the city only hit 89 on the 29th. My suburb actually maxed out at 90. And during that time, Islip did not have a single 90-degree day. September does feature like it will have one. Maybe we're not sure where or how hot it's going to be, but my suburb does look to be in the running for a heat wave. I mean 92, 90, 91 for the 4th, 5th, 6th, and then in the 7th it looks to drop to 89, but it might be 90, and it finally cools off comfortably into the 80s on the 8th, of course. It's still hard to tell, and this thing that just looks like it wants to get worse. New York City should have one. And at first it looked like we weren't going to get one because of northeast winds, but it's difficult to say. It's hard to say where this heat dome is going to track. It does depend on Hurricane Idalia's curvature back and what it decides to do. How close it gets will determine how far this heat wave is. Idalia is ultimately going to be what crashes this heat wave, but I mean, my suburb cooled off to the 50s for the first time since the end of June this morning, but the city, they can only get down to 61 degrees. That being said, heat's going to ramp up. Saturday I have a lifeguard shift, so it shouldn't affect me too much. Sunday could be, 90 degrees as well, but we think it's going to be up 80s like Friday. Marching band practice is not going to be fun because it's going to be about 86 degrees, probably feel like 90. It's going to be the 3rd year in a row with miserable weather for the first weekend of marching band. But the thing is that it quite literally, that could feel like the ending of something. It's very hard to say what I'm going to do. But I bought this new Minnesota sweatshirt that I literally got to wear once to a Twins game. I couldn't wear it to marching practice on the 25th because I need an actual hoodie because of the rain. And now it looks like it's going to be too hot for, even my take. So yeah, September heat wave last happened in 2015. 2016, 2017, 2018, and 2022 did feature 90-degree days in New York City in September, but not enough. For my suburb, hard to say when the last time we've hit 90 this late in the season was. So, again, quite a bit unprecedented to actually see ourselves, at 90 for 3 days in a row. It's a weird situation, but hopefully, the heat wave in late July busts, and so it's just kind of cool to see a heat wave. I kind of don't want one.